What's up, y'all? Welcome to Furey Talks. I am your host, Seth Furey. So every now and then after we finish an episode, we get a lot of messages, whether they be in the comment sections or the DMs, voicing their concerns and telling us what they thought about the show. One of my friends continuously kept going back and forth with his thoughts, and I said, you know what? Stop it. Come on the show. We're going to hatch it out in front of everybody so that they can hear your point of view as well, and we can do this right. So with that being said, allow me to introduce my boy, Desmond Simpson. What is up, my man?
What's up?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Let's get this cracking.
I'm happy to be here.
You are a very opinionated man.
Very.
Okay, so now that I have you here, we're in front of all the people, we can have this conversation as we were in the DMs. You don't have to annoy me so much.
Let's go.
You think that men are more about sex and women are just more about companionship, and that there's no way that it could ever be reversed? Like, that's just the standard of what most situations are.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about it. Tell me why you think that way, because I don't agree with that.
Me personally, I deal with both.
Okay.
So being bisexual, I deal with women and I deal with men.
Mm-hmm.
Men, you can fuck them. They want to fuck. That's all they want to do. They want to have sex.
Okay.
Not saying that
Women don't?
not women that do want to have sex, but the women that I do or that I've been with, it's been more intimate. It's been more like dating, love, and holding each other, and dinner and all of that.
Yeah.
I don't take niggas
Because
out.
I enjoy all of those things too.
You can enjoy all of those things, but you still enjoy fucking.
As they do too.
No. See, but how are you saying as they do too? Are you asking them?
I'm participating.
No. Are you asking them? No.
I'm not forcing them.
But no, are you asking them the question, are you enjoying fucking too?
If you have to ask that, then you probably ain't doing too well.
But since you're saying that, you're saying they are too. Like, you're in her mind.
I say that because they are sometimes the pursuers, in which I'm just trying to watch a movie and chill, and they're jumping on top of you. So I'm not the only one that wants the sex.
But we're going to talk about majority niggas want to hit. Like, check this out. When I post a bad female or just a beautiful woman, niggas hit me in a DM. Hook me up. I want to smash, and hook me up. Hey, why you don't ever invite me? And like, nigga, I don't want to invite you because, nigga, you Honda me. Nigga, you finna be on every female I want that I know.
I feel like I sent you one of the DMs before.
Yes, you have. You've been one of them niggas.
Because you hang with, hey, if you ever follow his page, he hangs with some of the most beautiful women. I'm like, what do they all like your ass so much for? But he's like the Hugh Hefner, and they just love him. So you're right. You are going to make people who maybe don't have access to these women want to come through you as the plug.
No.
What's so wrong with that?
It's wrong because it ain't wrong. It's not wrong. It's not saying it's wrong, but it's like I have attractive male friends, and I have some women like, oh, he's handsome, he's sexy, and I probably have two people that women be like, I will give him my pussy. Okay, but I don't have them in my DM. Like, I have so many men in my DM.
So could it
and
be
they
that
follow all of them. Oh my God. One time I posted one girl. I went to all her things. Yeah. It was like 20 dudes that followed her that knew me.
Okay, yeah.
I'll never see that when it comes to a girl. Like,
I'm
gonna follow that person.
Men are just more open with their thoughts?
No, we just horny.
Y'all tell me. Like I said, I know lots of women that enjoy sex a lot. I know lots of men that enjoy it. I think his argument that he's making is that we are more so only for that and less of the romance that comes with it. And women are more so looking for the romance aspect.
Not saying that they always looking for the romance. Let me state that. Okay. Not all women. There are women that do like to fuck. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they want somebody to make them feel good or be there. Men, we're not looking for someone to make us feel good. Like, not in a sense of like, I need her to give me confirmation that I am that man. Like,
no, that's exactly what women do.
No, I'm saying, we don't need that. Like,
I feel like every man needs a woman for that aspect.
No, so a woman needs to walk up to you and say, saying to you, you the man, and we don't need it. We don't desire it like that.
You don't need a woman to do that, but a woman will absolutely make a man feel more of a man.
No, I'm saying like how a woman, you tell her you're beautiful, you look beautiful today.
Okay.
Or you open the door, you bring her some flowers.
Okay.
You're consciously doing these things.
Okay.
She don't have to consciously do some things to us to make us feel like, oh nigga, I'm the man. We don't care. We'll go in the bed.
No.
We'll go in the bedroom like, nigga, I beat that pussy up. And it's like,
no, I feel like women can absolutely listen. Women, I think, are some of the most powerful creatures on this earth. You know, so I think by a woman simply giving a nice compliment and saying, "Oh, thank you, hey baby, can you do this for me?" and then you do it, and she's like, "Oh, thank you, daddy," or "Thank you," whatever she calls you. You feel like the man. You feel affirmed, and it is a great feeling that a woman can do. So yeah, you don't need it, but I think it's amazing.
They need it. It's the difference. That's why when they get in, I need confirmation. I need affirmation. I need him to make me feel secure. I need him to tell me these things.
I think that's just general people. I don't think that's a man and woman thing. I think generally men should make women feel special, and women can do things to make men feel important and appreciated.
I date niggas. Nigga ain't gotta ever call me and tell me I'm a man.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, so let me ask you this. Tell me, do you think that it's wrong for people to base their dating experiences off of just looks? Because I know you gave me a hard time about that.
No. I don't think it's wrong, but there are consequences basing it on that. Mm-hmm. When you are not solely looking for somebody in their personality or who they are as a person. Yeah. Because I'm not saying beautiful people are jacked up. Yeah. But it's so common to hear it all the time. And then they make these prejudgments about them. And then sometimes it can just be like, it don't go the way that you thought it was. Like, I think most niggas think since she bad, she got good pussy. I don't think that. And most girls be like, oh, he's very pretty and he got good dick, and he don't have that. Yeah. So I think that pre-notion of what people think beauty is and what it comes with, it does not come with that. Yes,
you're right. But I also think that I hear a lot of people always say, man, if you want to find your wife, you're going to have to stop looking for beautiful women. You're going to have to find, instead of a dime, maybe find your wife in a 7.
No, that's not true. You can find a pretty woman that is.
That's what I always say. So I think it's weird when people like yourself say you're only looking for a beautiful girl. And I'm like, no, I don't want a beautiful girl that's going to look great beside me and treat me like crap. I don't want that. I want someone that's going to be everything.
No, because the reason why I say with us, it's like having a brand new car. The shit look good. You be like, man, I'm driving this motherfucker. Yeah. Soon that Bentley ain't no look like a Bentley no more to you.
Of course.
That's the reason why you want to find a person that you just like them, so that you not basing what you thought the beauty was. You're right. And then now that beauty fades, because when we start looking at them, we don't look at them being beautiful anymore. We look at them like, oh, I got them.
But you met them as the Bentley, and then you fell in love. And then at that point, when it started to deteriorate, you were already in love.
No, you're not. That's not how we work, bro. That's not.
You think you would just move on to the next one?
No, you. That's why I said you gotta like the person. You gotta be like, I like this situation.
I agree with that. I think it's like this.
But if you get with a beautiful person and you based it off like, oh, she bad, and shit, and then later on, bro, you can look at everybody on Instagram. They all single with these bad bitches and bad niggas. All of them are single. Nobody's with each other no more. They got cheated on. They're fucking nobody.
I get that part. I'm not saying to let somebody who's beautiful get away with stuff, man.
No, I'm not saying get away with stuff. But if you like the person for their personality,
which you should like as well.
No. If you liked it and saying, you know what, man, outside of you being beautiful, I fuck with you. Like your whole demeanor, everything about you is so fucking dope. Like, I wouldn't even expect you being this beautiful that you had this bomb-ass attitude.
You said outside of you being beautiful. This is the conversation that is usually initiated once you've had some sort of reason to find yourself walking across the room. Okay? So I always say to myself, whenever I see imbalanced relationships, I assume she either works with this person and had, or maybe, not necessarily at the same job, but somewhere along her path of whatever she was doing, she bumped into this person and had to spend time with him in which she got to know his personality. Or maybe she grew up with this person. They were like childhood friends. And now you got this goddess of a woman who's paired up with somebody who's not so much, but she had years of life to fall in love with him. That's not absolutely
true, because I got stories about that too.
Or I feel like he got money.
Nope. I got story. Either. I have a friend, beautiful. I have like 7 of them.
Okay.
And they date unattractive men.
Why? There's something, I'll tell you why. Generally, women that prefer unattractive men is because they want to feel as if they are always the one being sought after and desired.
And they even these unattractive men still treat them the same way as if he was attractive or not.
Really?
Yes.
Because most of the
girls, they like, it's something about when someone lacks something, they have to make up in other departments.
So their personality is probably bomb. Because of the fact that
it's certain things that you can see in someone and be like, I have to, even you're like, I ain't that attractive ass nigga, but I'm funny. I'm charismatic.
I've seen that
so
happen
it's a lot of, and then people be like, oh, he must got money. Women ain't going off. I mean, there are women out there that do go after niggas with money, and then they got a side nigga that ain't got no money. And getting beat up. I mean, love that nigga.
Yeah.
Taking another nigga money and giving it to that nigga. And that nigga, they be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So it's just different, But the women that I've come across, they're very beautiful and they like mediocre. Not saying that mediocre, but attraction is not their thing.
Okay, so what do you think about that? Because I think it's pretty unfair. So let's just say...
Why is it unfair?
I've had girls write me off because they thought I was attractive and they just assumed that I was coming with this headache and I was coming with all this drama. And I'm like, I'm actually a really good dude. So for you to look at me and let your insecurities keep you from getting to know me, what the hell has that got to say? Like, that's not even right. So you're going to go with somebody who's slightly less attractive to you, not about my opinion, my thoughts to myself, and then you just basically feel like, okay, I'm going to open up to this person. I'm gonna get to know his personality, but Seth, nah, he looks like trouble.
But it's the same thing that you brought up. It's about the like when you was talking about cancers and all of that in Aquarius.
Okay.
When they see light skin, buff, shaved, all of this, they're gonna prejudge you by what they've seen other light skin, buff, whatever dudes, and they're like, So it's basically the whole thing stupid. How you gonna judge me off of what they automatically kind of like grew up thinking, or people be like, oh, light-skinned people and and this and that. So it's the same prejudgment. They do the same thing, and now you mad that they prejudging you off of the way you look.
That's why I'm saying I don't necessarily think that going with pretty or less pretty or ugly is going to be the difference that makes me find my soulmate. I guess me personally, I feel like if I'm going to make my way across the room and build up that confidence to go talk to this person, I like to feel like there was some sort of connection. Maybe we locked eyes with each other and I was like, wow, that's a beautiful girl. If I walk over there and the conversation is trash, she can't hold a conversation more than 2 seconds, her English is all, not if she's foreign, but you know what I mean, where they don't sound like they're intelligent, that might necessarily be like, okay, this is a little, this wasn't too good for me. She was pretty though, I can look at her.
It's all subjective.
It is, I mean, that's what I think.
And especially beauty. Because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And
absolutely,
shit. So one time, I may not think her, like I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Very pretty too.
Yes.
And I would think that she would think someone is attractive that I would say, oh, that.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I don't think that he's attractive. Or I say, she's attractive. She'd be like, I don't think she's attractive either. And I'm like, huh?
That's true, yeah.
So I think it's about the mind of how you see beauty, you know what I mean? Or how you see art and shit. You know what I mean? Or how you see people and shit.
I would say that nowadays people believe that there is a standard of beauty, which is why people are continuously doing surgery to look like this standard of beauty. And you're right. A lot of times people are like, I'm not even into that. So I'm going to go find somebody that looks more natural, natural and just,
But that girl may think that men want that because they see other men dating that. So since you see that doesn't mean all men, and then you go, damn, nobody really want to date me. Mm-hmm. I get the same type of dudes. Yeah, you're going to get niggas that just want to fuck you.
Yeah.
You're not going to get no men that really want to, you know what I mean? Are they just going to tolerate you?
Yeah.
And then men, we're the most motherfuckers that'll tolerate some shit.
Yeah.
We would stay with somebody and won't, like I won't because I learn myself.
Okay.
But we would stay in a situation until that motherfucker tell us they ready to leave. We'll be like,
yeah.
It could be a fucked up situation. Nigga, we'll kick our feet up like, oh, fuck.
It's funny. I had a friend come to me the other day, and she was talking to me about this, and she was saying that her boyfriend broke up with her, right? And when she told me the story, just based off of what I was hearing, I was like, I don't think he left you for this. I don't think this moment that you just described was big enough for him to leave. I think he wanted to check out a long time ago because And I was trying to explain to her, I was like, a lot of times guys will just stay. And you say, well, why would he stay if he, doesn't want to be with me? Because maybe he doesn't have anybody else to be with. You're probably doing something for him that's making him comfortable. Maybe your place is better than his place. And maybe you cook and he ain't got no food at his crib. So it's like, maybe your sex is good, but that's it. And there's no personality that goes along with it. And I feel like, as messed up as it might seem, that is a very common thing. Guys will stay in a comfortable space as long as they can until they get kicked out. So at some point, if you start to see this pattern and you start to see that this isn't actually going anywhere, you have to be the one to actually cut the ties, because he'll stay. So don't confuse that with love or thinking that he likes you just because he hasn't left yet. Okay, so based on what we've been talking about so far, what do you think are some of the dating expectations that cause relationships to fail?
This notion in their mind that they created this person to be something that they're not holding up to the standard or the bar that they set for them. Mm-hmm. And it kind of ends the relationship. And I think more or less women do it than men.
Okay.
And you see, I can side because I know.
So it's nice to see you defend the guys for once. All right. So tell me about it.
Women have a certain expectation. And I'm like, men, we are very simple. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're very, it takes very minimum for us. But women, they want us to be their dad, their uncle, their cousins, and some more shit. Yeah. All impacting one. And it's like, how do you ask a simple individual to be more when we're not like that? You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just like, and then when we're not that, they're mad, they're angry. And I hear a lot of conversations. Yeah. Well, he didn't do that. He didn't do this for me. Well, why did he go do that for somebody else? Or like, what about me? And it's like, damn, you gonna complain about everything that this man do and make it about you. Yeah. And I think women need to stop that too. Okay. Stop trying to make it about you.
So basically, like, you're expecting people to do things for you, and that expectation is what's making things fall short, more so. Yeah. Or making things fall apart.
Versus going, you know what? I know what type of person he is. I know what kind of girl she is. Yeah. You know, I know my girl. You know, I know my dude. You know, I'm not gonna be hounding them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like too, another thing that, since you brought it up, I think women should stop. If you need to go through a nigga phone, you need to be over his shoulder. You need not to be with him. Yeah. Because you're insecure.
I hate relationships like that. Yeah.
You're insecure. Absolutely. You're not only insecure, you don't feel like you're the woman. Yeah. That you think that you are. And that's when you need to go do some reevaluation and find out yourself. Yeah. Because if you gotta be on somebody's back like that, leave. Just leave.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you a dude and you allowing her to do that, bro. See, I want to tell this one story.
Go ahead, tell the story.
Nah.
Come on. No. Come on. You can't set it up like that. Tell the story. Let the people hear what you're talking about, because I want to hear it.
So one of my friends dated the girl, and I think because, you know, she was good to him, and, you know, and he just had this way of making it like seem like it was her fault or whatever, and while he was doing stuff. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, he was attracted to that. Okay. That she would yell at him and be on him. He thought that was some.
So you're saying he was purposely making her.
No, he wasn't purposely. Okay. It was happening. Okay. And in his way, he probably think in his mind that that's love, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And, you know, and like her going off on him or him yelling at her, and I mean him, you know, and her staying, and then she got fed up and she was like, I'm done. And I was
people do that a lot, and that's really annoying. Like you think that you need drama to feel love. That is not love. That's insecurity. That's drama. That's just what it is, you know. And so I have a friend of mine that every relationship he's in, the craziest breakup they have, he'll be like, "Man, that was the one. If only I could just get another chance with her." I was like, if you had another chance with her, you do the same thing because you are fueled by this. I've never seen you in a happy relationship where the happiness just sustains. And I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect, but the levels of chaos that you guys get to is a pattern. Like every girl you get with, you guys are borderline about to get each other locked up. You're borderline putting hands on each other. Those aren't relationships that I ever find myself in. So why is it you continuously keep finding yourself in them? There's something about them that make you feel secure. You like to see a woman going crazy over you. I don't. It's just a weird game of just insecurities between both of them. And so I don't like relationships like that. You start looking at my phone, I might show you one time, maybe if I'm in a good mood just to shut you up. But after that, I'll never do it again. And that to me is like, I'm not going to live a life continuously trying to prove my loyalty to you. It should be something that is just felt, undeniable, and then you can just have a much more fun relationship.
And see how you just said felt? Okay. That's why we need to start feeling stuff versus just doing stuff. You gotta feel that this is gonna feel right to me.
Yeah.
But I don't think nobody really take their own advice. They just be like, people don't want to be alone. So they'll be with any fucking thing.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable being alone, then that would be true. I don't want to be alone, of course. I'm a Cancer, just like you said earlier. Cancers we want to be with somebody. We want to love on to somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. But I also have never been the type of person that depends on a relationship, ever. I will stay by myself if I don't feel like I got something that is deserving of the type of man that I am. I know the type of guy I am. I know that I feel...
You don't know.
I do.
You don't.
I do. I'm not perfect.
No, it ain't about perfect. You don't know yourself because, man, that's another thing that people do.
Go ahead.
I know myself. I know you. I know niggas that are in relationships and they're in relationship with niggas. Okay. I know niggas that are...
And what about them?
And you don't know somebody. And I hear girls be like, I know my man. I know my man.
I know myself.
Like, you don't.
I'm not saying I know you. I know
let
me.
me say, you don't even know yourself. You know how much shit I done took myself through?
Okay.
And I'm still taking myself through shit. I'm learning not to do it.
Okay.
But my experience in life is a saying, like, you know what I mean? And when I look back, I'm like, bro, I did that shit. And I took myself through it.
Okay.
But so you don't really know yourself. I just think we need to go, you know what? I'm mindful of shit now. Not I know myself, but I'm mindful of certain things that I will and will not do. And there's certain things that I might do that I wasn't expecting myself to do. But be open. I think we need to be more open in our mind about situations, not just be like, I know me. Because you don't know when the situation arrives.
If you encounter a situation that you've never faced before, you don't know yourself. You don't know how you would react if you saw somebody in a burning car. You don't know if you would be brave enough to go pull them from that car. You never experienced that before. I get it. But if you're in a situation in which you're about to potentially cheat on a woman, and you know that that's not who you are. Maybe you did it before and you felt the pain of that and you felt how much it hurt her and you said that that's not me anymore. So you can say to yourself, I know I'm not the type of dude that's going to cheat on my girl.
You don't know.
I think so. I know.
Bro, I'm telling you, you have to be so mindful of that type of situation. I know people that even like now me, personally, I put myself like when I was in a relationship, I've cheated.
Okay.
But it was built up on a fucked up foundation anyway.
Okay.
And I knew I shouldn't have been in a relationship, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
But moving on. So now I'm more mindful of stuff, but I still don't know situations because you can be with a bomb person and you in the not just even about cheating, but you can be with somebody and you just be like, man, I never thought I'd be with somebody like this again. I said I wasn't gonna do this again. But then you back at it again. So you're like, man, I thought I knew myself. Like, clearly I don't.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. You just gotta be.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. Let me try to clear this up. That would be a hell of a scenario that I would hope that I would never be in. But I can start it off and say, hey, I'm romantic. I'm thoughtful. I am a good communicator. These are traits that I know about myself that make me up to be who I am. I can be funny. I can be adventurous. These are things I know. So it's like I have an idea of who I am as a self. Of course, yeah, you're right. There's some scenarios that you may not exactly know how you're going to deal with them until you're in that moment. But I will say, based off of the character that I know, I'm going to handle it much more different than somebody else like my boy that I was describing, who is going to run towards the drama. I'm going to try to diffuse the drama because I'm a very non-confrontational and communicating type person.
But you don't know. See, that's the thing.
I know that because that's how I've been my whole life.
No, I'm saying that. I get that.
Okay.
But you might get with somebody that breaks all of that And you like, and then you probably be yelling in the moment and be like,
those are when
I said I wasn't gonna do this shit.
That's when I leave.
you
No,
like,
you 100%.
And you might go back. Personally, I ain't never said I know myself until now. Like I know. That's why.
So you can say it.
No. The reason why I can say it is because I know what I'm not willing to tolerate. I can do it in the beginning, but I've been with people and I'm like, all right, like I was dating this person for a second. This nigga was a habitual liar. Like he would lie about anything. I was okay with that.
I'm pretty sure he knew that about himself.
No. He thought he was telling the truth. It would be times like, and I'm like, and I'll listen to this dude. No, I would listen to this dude. And I'll be like, bro, you lying to me. And he'd be like, no, I'm like, I said, you should be an actor. Yeah. He'd be like, I'm not. Why would you keep saying that? And I'm like, bro, you sound crazy. You want me to believe
people like that? They lie so much they start to believe their lies. But
I
think deep down they're like, damn, I'm lying.
I think this is, for me, my experience is that if you did it to 20 people and then you get somebody that doesn't accept it, you think it works because it worked with them 20 people. And so when you get to me and I'm like, nah, this ain't no work because I'm mindful of shit. I know shit. And I'm telling you, you a liar. And I was like, even after all that, I was like, hey, I can't talk to you like that, but we can be cool. Yeah. Because I know, you know what I'm saying? And then they all turned out to be. Yeah. I just think people are so used of getting away with certain shit, and then when they get with somebody that really know life and know shit, you can't get over on them, and they don't take your shit, and then you be like, oh, something wrong with, no, ain't nothing wrong with me, I just don't take shit. Yeah. That's how I am. That's why I said I know myself. I don't like shit. Yeah. I can accept that that's you, but I ain't gotta fuck with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's I think people be fucking with people just to be fucking with, messing with them because they feel like they ain't got no other choices. Yeah. I got choices. I've been single for 11 years. I don't want to be just break my 11-year cycle to be with some bullshit. Like, bro, come on now. Yeah. But I don't know what I would do in situations though. I'm not really in on it, like how I would really react later on if I been in a 2-3 years relationship. I don't know how I act. I only been in 2 years. Wow, yeah. So give me 3-5 years, I may act like the dummies. Maybe not. You know what I mean? I might be like,
you are going to rediscover yourself as you go through life and through relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say marriages that last like, let's say you're married to somebody for 30 years. The person you married is most likely going to be slightly different than the person 30 years later.
No, they're totally fucking different.
They're different,
They're not the same.
But at the same time, hopefully you guys were able to adjust to those changes and still find love in that new person that they've become. So I get that part. It's hard to say who, in this moment, how I feel, if I'll feel this way 30 years from now. But I would like to believe that because the things that I thoroughly believe in myself are what I think are good qualities. The things that I believe in, I do them because they feel right. So hopefully I don't have some crazy experience that makes me just lose trust in people and faith in people that turns me cold.
See,
I pray that doesn't
the way you talk is so turn me away from people. No, you mean that individual. You need to say that individual, not people.
You're right.
That's how we get as people. We like to judge the one situation and then this is everybody. No, that's not true. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I'm just saying that would probably be the only thing that could maybe change me from the good-hearted person that I am now.
That won't.
Well, then that's just why that individual. I said maybe. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I told you that I already know myself.
But you got to be mindful.
I'm just trying to be objective and give an opposing excuse for somebody who might possibly change down the line. Not saying that I would do that myself. So now I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on people when they first meet somebody, being their full self, not holding back anything and just putting it all on display for the person that they're going to meet? Is that how they should be done?
Yep. I believe that because I think honesty is the policy.
Not saying to be dishonest. Dishonesty is very different. I'm just saying
honesty is the policy, or be yourself. Be your complete self. You can be a little different, but it's still elements that's there. So when it do pop out, they be like, I can see that coming. Okay. But if you be a whole nother person and you pop out and you a whole different person, bro, that's crazy. You look crazy. Yeah. And that's what most people look. They look crazy. Yeah. Like I have a friend, I said, he was like, oh, I don't think women gonna like me because I said, tell women that you fucked with a nigga before, you like dudes or you bisexual. Mm-hmm. He was like, I said, just tell them.
Yeah.
And if they don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
I think we so caught up in
how
we want.
Big difference because you're talking about.
I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about in general.
Yeah.
Be yourself and let that person choose to be with you or not. And then since now the foundation is laid out.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what most people build in relationships on fucked up foundations. Stop doing that.
I don't necessarily believe that not putting everything out there.
It don't have to be everything.
That's what I'm saying. I think there should be stages in which things are introduced.
No, not stages.
No,
because when people know me, they know. They be like, nah, that's Desmond. Everywhere I go.
You don't think that? Let's
bro,
just say
I had a story.
Go ahead.
I'm my homeboy, right? We had to make a run.
Yeah.
You know, he do his little thing. So he had to meet up with somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm walking out and I'm acting crazy, being myself. He was like, stop doing that, be a nigga. I said, nigga, I'm 40 years old. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
He was like, be like a thug. And I said, I'm not finna be no fucking thug. Nigga, I'm the one with a gun. I'll shoot this whole place up. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then we went outside. I said, what's wrong with you, bro? Don't ever come at me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm being me.
Yeah.
I didn't come. You don't have to be around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's that mind. You know what I'm saying? Like people think like that. That you got to be something else when you with them or when you are whatever.
So he wanted you to what? Not be so
flamboyant.
Oh, that's okay. Now I see what you're saying. Okay. He wanted you to be. Okay, that makes sense.
He was like, and I said,
well, that's not really fair to make you change how you are.
But that's what I'm saying. If you go into like this is who I am.
Yeah.
I said next time, don't bring me nowhere. You already know. Like, you know what I'm going to give out.
But see, that's your friend. That's very different. No friend of you should ask you to be something.
Even in a relationship.
In a relationship, there are certain qualities about myself that I might want to put in the forefront. Not as if I'm hiding bad stuff. It's just that I think that should they fall for me based on some of these things, when I introduce some of the maybe annoying things that she might not like, she'll probably just be like, oh, that's him. I already love him. He's, it's not so big of a deal that he's snoring or that he's doing these little annoying things, because everything else outweighs that. Now, if I meet a girl...
Because you already got him.
I got him, but here's the thing.
But that can be an irritating thing, and they be like, if I would have known this in the beginning, I wouldn't be with this person.
Obviously, it's expected as time goes on, you're going to meet more and more about the person. I'm just saying, maybe not throw all the bad stuff in the front. Maybe let them have a reason to fall for you a little bit. Here's the difference. I'm not saying be a fake person. Don't start opening up doors when you don't intend to open up doors down the line. That's a false representative. That's not what I'm saying. If that's how you already are, do what you do. But if there are certain things about you that aren't your most desired quality, just hang back for a little bit.
No, like if you say you're a goofy person and you not being goofy, now you always been like this stern kind of serious guy.
Yeah.
And like this person that fell in love with you, and now you all like, what? And they looking like, the fuck? You're like, oh no, baby, don't trip. You know you love me, right? It's like, if I
knew, so extreme. Nobody would go from that to that.
They do. Trust me.
Well, if that's the case, you got a false representative. But like my ex, she was one of the few people that would get to see that goofy side of me, because I felt a level of comfort with her that I wasn't comfortable just putting out there. That's just how I am. It's how I'm built. I'm a little shy at first. But she loved it. She loved it because she was goofy herself. I knew she was. So I was like, man, when she gets to know the real me, she gonna love me. So it wasn't like I was dealing with a conservative woman in which I was like, man, I'm about to go into this false relationship with her expecting me to stay this guy that I know I'm not gonna be. I was just a little more reserved. I'm like, she's goofy. I like her being goofy. I'm a little more uptight for now. Once I loosen up, we got to a point where we were both goofy and it was funny. And that just, I wasn't willing
to... But what if you was like that in the beginning? It could have been, y'all could have
been
rocking. See, she was goofy in the beginning. She was already, her. And here you go, I just want to be, Mr. Suave. And it's like, bro, and then when y'all got goofy, it was like, it matched. But if you would have did that in the beginning, y'all probably be together today.
No, we broke up for something.
Okay, whatever. But like I'm saying, you probably could. But if you would have started in the beginning being you could be together.
So as a lesson for people, basically what he's saying is don't be shy. If there's a way to just completely be your full authentic self
be yourself. Put it away. Be yourself out there.
It's not easy.
You. It is easy to be you. That's the best part about you is you. There's nobody else like you. And if they don't like you, there's somebody out there that will like you. Don't listen to that.
Okay. It's not.
There's 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah,
I know so many motherfuckers that like me.
Yeah.
I don't like them. But
so here's the thing about Desmond. Like, if you ever go out with Desmond, he is in fact, like, he's not just saying this for the sake of the show. He is that person that will be exactly how he is now to them. I admire people like that because I can't be that way. I'm just not born or built that way. I usually hang out with people like you because I can just sit back, enjoy the show, and you'll be like, come on, man, loosen up. And I'm like, I'm loose. But at the same time, I'm more of an observer. I like to go to a party and see who's in here, who do I want to talk to, who do I want to come out of my show for, and then that's usually who I'll spend the night with. You walk in there and you would think that people knew you their whole life, and you just met them that moment. That's your gift. But I don't think you can put that on everybody and expect them to just
go out there and do it. Don't listen to this man.
Go out there and be you. I'm saying be you, but don't feel bad if you can't be like him. Because that's
don't feel bad, but you'll feel better at night being you, knowing that you was you.
All right, y'all, so that's it for Furey Talks. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed Desmond. I'm happy we were able to take the conversation out of our messages and share it with you guys so you guys could also hear some of the insight that he had. Desmond, my man, thank you for coming on to the show, my brother. Tell everybody how they can find you.
You can find me at They Call Me Hits with the S at the end, all one word, and follow me if you do. If you don't, I don't give a fuck.
There it is. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the post notifications so you know when our next episode is coming. Appreciate you guys as always. Furey Talks. Later.